Hi, I'm Rick Belliveau with Highland Home Inspections, and today I'm going to be looking at the electric panel and show you what's going on with this. We start on the outside. This is your main breaker. This is where you can turn off all the electricity. And these double pole breakers, those are the bigger pieces of equipment, your 240 volt appliances. And I check to make sure that the size of the breaker makes sense for what it is going to. For example, the water heater is a 30 amp, that's correct. The dryer is a 30 amp, that's correct. This is the heat pump fan. The stove is 50 amps, that's normal. And this is the compressor for the heat pump, which we have off for the making of this video to keep the noise down. So now, with all that, I'm going to take the cover off here. This is something you want to be careful about, obviously. That little white guy is a telephone wire, and that's not a problem, but I want to keep it going away from there for now. So, all the electricity comes in to the panel through these big black cables down through the main breaker, so that's where all the electricity can be turned off. This breaker feeds these two copper bus bars in there, which provides power to all the breakers. And I check to make sure that the panel is secure, there's no corrosion in it. A 15 amp breaker gets a 14 gauge wire, and that's the size of this wire right there. You can see there's one wire per breaker, which is good, and this is all copper. Excellent. So there's a 15 amp breaker, 14 gauge wire. I pull on them to make sure we've got a good connection. 20 amp breaker gets a 12 gauge wire if they're correctly matched. And this is what you call a spare. There's no wire on that breaker, so that's an extra. Now on these 240 volt breakers, they get a red and black wire sometimes, or two big black ones. So same issue. Make sure they're properly sized, good connections, one wire per breaker, no corrosion, all copper. This looks very good. Once in a while a loose wire is here and you pull it right out. But this looks very good. This is the neutral bus over here. It's nice and clean, no corrosion. In theory, there should be one wire per hole there, but a lot of times they will double up the ground wire and the white wire. The white wire is the neutral, and that's okay. This goopy grease stuff, that's called anti-corrosion grease or antioxidant, and that prevents corrosion of the aluminum conductors coming in. This is a pretty textbook case right here. It's a Cutler hammer panel. It's good quality. It's all copper. Everything is properly done, and I don't see any problems here that I would call in an electrician for. So, that's how you check your electric panel. I would not recommend doing that yourself. Make sure a pro does that. So, I'm Rick Belliveau with Highland Home Inspections. Check out our website at HHinspect.com for more info. Thanks.